Thanks for joining us on Me The News. We're live from Abuja studio, bringing you the latest stories shaping Nigeria and the world at this hour. We'll begin with a developing story. The full scale of a tragic boat mishap in Nguru local government area of Yobe State is becoming clearer and more devastating. Authorities now confirming that the death toll has risen to 29, while 9 other passengers remain unaccounted for. Preliminary findings point to overloading worsened by rush hour pressure on the waterway as the cause of the accident. TVC News' Michael Oshoma has the latest.
What began as a routine journey across water ended in tragedy, leaving families shattered and a community in mourning. In the wake of the deadly boat mishap in Nguru local government area of Yobe State, Governor Mai Malabuni has dispatched a high-powered government delegation led by the deputy governor to commiserate with families of the victims. For the delegation and rescue officials on ground, the visit was emotional, marked by grief, tears, and solemn words of comfort for those who lost their loved ones. As rescue operations continue, the Yobe State government says it is determined to prevent a repeat of the tragedy. The Director General of Media and Press Affairs to Governor says the state has moved swiftly, issuing clear directives following preliminary assessment of the incident.
Matter of urgency, His Excellency directed the State Management Agency to provide the immediate families of the deceased persons with their immediate needs. The governor, since that Saturday, has been giving out one directive or the other.
Officials of the Yobe State Emergency Management Agency explained that investigation so far indicates that the boat was dangerously loaded, a situation worsened by peak hour traffic on the waterway.
As families await news of missing and rescue team press on, the tragedy serves as a painful reminder of the costs of ignoring safety on inland waterways. Michael Oshoma, TVC News, Yobe State.
Joining us via Zoom to give updates on the incident is the Executive Secretary of the Yobe State Emergency Management Agency, Mohammed Goje. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Mohammed. Now, let me just ask you, what immediate steps did your agency take once news of this boat mishap broke, and how effective were the rescuing survivors?
Thank you very much for having me this midday, and it's a very sad moment for us here in Yobe. Death, even if it is one, cause for concern, and 29 is not a small number. When we received the news, His Excellency Governor Mai Malabuni, when he was fully briefed, immediately directed us in the night to initiate evacuation and rescue mission for the incident that has happened. We immediately activated our search and rescue team in the neighboring LGS of Karaswa and Bede to join the volunteers, the security organization, the local government team in the search and rescue operation. And we give His Excellency Governor Buni a timeline of what we have been doing in the field. So, unfortunately, the local canoe drivers violated the standard operation rules of not operating sailing by after 6 p.m. The incidents occurred by 7:48, and from the deep dive assessment we conducted, there was an overload because passengers are too much, and they were waiting for a last boat to come to Yobe State. So it happens very late, and the search and rescue at the moment when we deployed the team couldn't do much at that very late hours. But through the night into the early morning, with the support of our volunteers, the Red Cross, and available security agents on ground, we were able to rescue those that we can rescue. About 13 at the first instance, then later 2. So 15 people were successfully rescued and were moved to the Federal Medical Center Nguru, where they received stabilization, reviewed, and discharged. But unfortunately, at the first day, we recovered 21 corpses in the early morning. Later in the day, raised to 24. And as at today, unfortunately, very sad, the number rose to 29. And based on the presumptive number of passengers on board, we are still searching for 8 to 10 bodies. Our sister agency from NEMA has joined us in the search, and we are conducting the search as I speak to you this afternoon.
Okay, Mr. Goje, from what you just said now, you said that, by 6 p.m., they are not supposed to go sailing anymore. So this event happened around 7 p.m. Now, given the preliminary findings, it pointed to overloading. But you're saying the time framing is also an issue. So my question is, what measures are being put in place to enforce safety regulations in waterways in Yobe State?
His Excellency Governor Buli has directed the Secretary to State Government through our reports to immediately write to Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, as well as the Federal Ministry of Police Affairs, to intimate them on the need to deploy marine policing and also safe water policing to ensure that there are compliance in these laid down rules. If there are measures, if there are marine police around those waterways, these communities have long history of commercial and traditional activities between them. It's just 7 kilometers among the two communities, and it has been safe for over 50 to 60 years. There hasn't been any history of boat Mishap. But now that there are population growth and there is increased risk of violation of these rules, there is no single life jacket in the boat, and there are videos, as you can see, circulating when one of the families went for a wedding without a single life jacket, and on their way coming back, this incident happened, and it caused a lot of trauma to those families. So we have brought to we have started engaging the two ministries to ensure that there are marine police, and also another precautionary measure that we took is to ensure that no life jacket, no sailing in that point by local police to be enforced there through the local government authority. Other measures that we took is to initiate a rapid response training and rescue mission for local divers and local volunteers within that community, because they are the first responders. Once there is an alert, they are the first responders to rescue and save lives. But unfortunately, these sad incidents happen due to avoidable mistakes by our local canoe owners. But above all, the governor has also directed that there should be a provision of a motorized canoe, so that the local service providers will feel competitive once they see an equipped canoe owned by the government conveying passengers through that route.
Okay, so I know NEMA is also helping your house in this, but how is your agency work with the local communities to provide relief, compensations, or counseling to families who lost loved ones or still await the news of the missing persons?
Yeah, since the occurrence of the incidents, His Excellency Governor Malabuni directed that no family should go out and look for food, no family should go out and walk during this morning period. So he already dispatched a high-level team. His Excellency Deputy Governor and the high-level team went to the community, and though very emotional, all the 25 families that we identified directly in their household, the relatives came and the governor commiserated with them, sympathized with them, and immediately gave them 500,000 naira each to support them during the mourning period. And those that were saved and rescued, the 15 of them, were each given 200,000 naira to support during this trauma period. And also, the State Emergency Management Agency has linked each of the family with our psychosocial counselors. They have initiated the process today. They are meeting them house to house to counsel them, support them during this trying moment. Because, and above all, a food basket has been provided for each household that will at least sustain them for the period of the morning.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Muhammad Goje, the